Right, here are your chords for Tutti Frutti. I've just written them quickly in pen. No point in faffing around with printers. So, there's your chords. We're in the key of G, so G is going to be chord number 1. We normally write chords in Roman numerals. So if people are studying harmony, they tend to do it in Roman numerals, but obviously that's chord 4, chord 5. Okay, so if you're in the key of G, G's chord 1, it's your main note. You build your chord above it, G, B, D. Then chord 4 would be C, C, E, G. And then you strum that twice and then back to G. And then D is chord 5, D, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's if you were doing the improvisation version of Tutti Frutti. Obviously, I'm going to show you on the piano in a second how to do the sort of walking bass line, if you like. You can also do that on bass or on guitar or whatever you like. And then he usually sings above it, so you could have somebody singing the music above it after that. Okay, hope this helps. If you like these sort of sheets, I can easily do them out for you. I tend to just kind of attach them to videos and things, or do them in student notebooks. But yeah, it's a very easy chord sequence to memorise. Right, so today we've got a wee bit of Little Richard. Now the left hand, I've done it in G because I thought if you were doing guitar along with it or something, it's easier to play in G than F, but there are 2 options on tom play. So you've just got like what we call a walking bass, that sort of bluesy walking bass. You start in a G, 5-finger position, and there's a lot of that all through the piece, just basic, and then down to C, 12-bar blues, down to D with an F sharp. So, from the beginning, that left hand, and it's just keep your hand nice and level, because Pippin's here. I've not got my hand at the right angle, but you should try and get a nice straight line at the outside of your hand. Do not be doing this and stretching down to the G. Hand, hold a little apple, turn it over. Okay, right hand, you're on a G position up here, and you're playing with fingers 5 and 3, and obviously finger 5 is helped by the arm because it's quite a weak finger. Then you're on to B flat and D. So that's quite easy actually, because at least both hands are staying in a 5-finger position. The left hand's slightly more difficult because you have to jump. There's chord 1, chord 4, which is C, chord 5, which is D. And that's 12-bar blues. As I used to teach in school, we used to repeat 1, 1, 1, 1, 4, 4, 1, 1, 5, 4, 1, 1. That's the structure of a 12-bar blues. And so you can do it in any key then. So together, and I'll do it at a slightly slower speed for you at first so that you can play along with me, and then we'll do it at, I mean, the thing is with the tom play, you've got, it's 184 at the minute. We might just bring it down to about 150 odd. Let's try that and play along. 1, 2, 3, 4. It only gave me 1 beat this time for some reason. Okay. whatever you like. Back to G. Etc. It goes on and Ariston for another few pages, but you get the idea. And then you can, if you're playing it along with him, I think the last recording I looked at on YouTube was in F with him playing live. So if anybody needs the one in F, I'm happy to teach you it, but it's kind of the same. You would have chord 1, chord 4, B flat, chord 5 would be C. Same sort of thing, okay? And then if you want to, you can always take the speed back up to 184, which is the suggested speed, which is his sort of speed. I wouldn't suggest that right at the start. I would kind of work up to that because it's quite fast. And then obviously you've got the usual improvisation. You can just do it etc. You just sing along that top line or have a friend sing it while you're just playing the chords underneath. So when I used to teach stuff like this in schools, you know, if people were just basic pianists in terms of just first time they'd ever touched a keyboard, they would just do the basic G, C, D, and you can get away with that. G, 4 Gs, 2 Cs, back to 2 Gs, and then D, C, G. Okay, in this particular piece, that's your chords. So there's something for everybody in this particular recording, and that's the great thing about 12-bar blues, is everybody can join in at their own standard. All right, hope you enjoy that one. Take care, bye.